Hello, welcome. Today we're discussing Canada's entrepreneurial immigration landscape and what professionals should know about the Canadian Regional Business Immigration Program. And today joining us is Slava from Canada RBI. Thank you for being here.
Wonderful. We're back. We're back in 2026. Lots of things have happened. So let's dive into it.
So let's start with the big picture. Many professionals heard about the changes to the Canadian Student Visa Program. And what does the current landscape look like here in Canada?
Well, for those of you that haven't seen our previous videos, please subscribe so this way you can catch up and see our next videos being alerted to you as well. But in 2026, as of January 2026, the startup visa path to Canada has been paused. Government did not tell us for how long the pause is going to happen, but they did say they're going to reformulate it. So what is going to happen to the entrepreneurs that want to still come to Canada, want to start their businesses? Now, there are additional ways for them to come, and that's what we are going to discuss today. So previous program startup visa is on pause, but the previous programs and the new programs are coming, and that's what today's video is all about.
So great. So what exactly is CRBI?
So Canada Regional Business Immigration, Canada RBI, is a term that describes multiple different programs that allow entrepreneurs to come. We have provincial nominee programs. 6 provinces are very active in admitting entrepreneurs. We have ability for entrepreneurs to show that they have an intent to start their company. They're providing economic impact, so that a C10 type of file. Instead of remembering many different types of acronyms that Government of Canada puts out, intercompany transfers, business expansions, we put it all under the umbrella of Canada Regional Business Immigration, because these are not federal programs. Mainly, these are provincial programs. So instead of federal-based budget numbers, we are going to outsource this, as government said, to provinces to make the decisions of which entrepreneurs should be making into the country. So Canada RBI, Canada Regional Business Immigration, is an umbrella of all of the entrepreneurial streams and programs that entrepreneurs, investment-minded individuals want to use in order for them to come to Canada.
So Slava, why has Canada moved to this model?
So why did Canada move to its model, to this particular model? There are many reasons why startup visa previous program was paused. Number one, way too many applicants, way too high of demand, and too few of the checks and balances of who should be prioritized first. For those of you that are looking how to make sure that your file is prioritized, take a look at our previous videos. So Canada had to pause the current program because there were over 40,000 people waiting to be processed, which was going to take a very, very long time. So due to that pause, other programs are becoming more popular, such as the regional business immigration programs. So if someone wants to move to Newfoundland, if somebody wants to move to British Columbia, there is a pathway for them to come and arrive to those territories, to those cities, if they are providing a proper business plan, if they are providing great incentive for the province to nominate them, because they're going to be providing economic impact. So the number one reason why Canada has changed its policy, way too many people have applied for previous programs, and other programs were underrepresented. For example, British Columbia, 3rd largest province in Canada, only saw last year and the year before that about 54 cases, versus startup visa for the same territory would have seen a few thousand. So it's a great way to rebalance of startup visa files versus provincially nominated files, still through entrepreneurship.
So Slava, who's typically a great fit for these types of programs?
A great fit. Great fit is similar to startup visa entrepreneurial individual that wants to come to Canada, with a caveat. They have to have some sort of managerial experience, previous business ownership experience. They have to have an intent to come and live in that province in order for them to deploy that business. They have to have an intent to hire at least one person, provide economic impact. So who are the ultimate people? From any country, anyone with business experience, with entrepreneurial experience. You could have been a manager at the company and you wanted to expand your office here. You could be a brand new entrepreneur that wants to invest into the business and already has some managerial experience. Or it could be an entrepreneur that already runs a franchise and in their own country and wants to buy or start a new business here as well. So there is a lot of different options for people. They can buy a business, they can invest in the business, they can start a brand new business, they can open up an additional office here, they can also buy a franchise. So a lot of options. So if you're an entrepreneurial person, and mainly once you speak to your immigration consultants, once they identify you as an entrepreneurial person, in that case, that would be a right fit for you to start talking to our team here.
So Slava, you mentioned the businesses, the multiple ways to have businesses for it to work. And why is that execution of the business so important in order for them to actually get permanent residency?
So business execution is actually point number one. This is not a migration path. It is performance in the business path. If your business survives after the first year, hires a person, creates economic impact, that's the reason for the province to nominate you to apply for permanent residency. So more than anything, in starter visa, it used to be a permanent residency focused path first. In provincial programs, it is business execution, succeed in that business for at least a year before you can apply for permanent residency. So the number one, the most important thing is that economic impact and sticking to the business plan. So when we speak to an entrepreneur, together we craft what the business plan is going to look like. Then we address it directly with the province. We want to make sure that the province approves it. And after the year, the province is going to take a look at, did you stick to the business plan? Mm-hmm. If all of the check boxes are marked off, if you did everything that the business plan said that you should be doing, that's the great reason for you to be nominated later on for the next step.
So Slava, you mentioned that the business has to be in existence for a year or be in process, checks in the box, or succeed. What's success look like after 1 year in a business?
So most provinces want you to be in business adhering to the business plan for at least a year. One of the provinces, only 6 months. So depending on where you are going to move. Some provinces want you to hire at least one person. Some will want you to hire more than one person. Some provinces will want you to make sure that if you're taking over somebody's business, you are retaining all of the employees instead of them losing their jobs. Every province will have a different reason for what is the right economic impact. That's where the business plan that is going to be submitted to the province, that's the most important portion. If the province approves it as is, that means they're happy that you get to employ or retain someone. That means they're happy for you to invest at least $100,000 in that business. That means the province is happy for you to arrive with at least $300,000 in your bank account, meaning you can sustain that business and continue growing that business. So whatever is in that business plan, if you are executing according to what you have planned for at least a year, that's the reason for nomination. So success to province equals to economic impact that is outlined in a business plan.
If that seems like a lot, don't worry. We're your professionals here to help you and guide you every step. We are the experts and have been doing this for over a decade. Now, Slava, what should immigration professionals understand about the CRBI program?
Number one thing that immigration professionals should know, that Canada is still open for business. Meaning, if you have clients that are interested to arrive to Canada, start their businesses, there is a pathway for immigration, for permanent residency, or just for pure presence for them. Permanent residency later on does lead them to citizenship if they spend 3 out of 5 years here in Canada. So the professionals in the industry should know, if you have a client that is interested to immigrate to Canada by opening up the business, that is the entire sales pitch. If the client has business experience, they're more qualified. If the client has managerial experience, great, we will take them as well. The most important thing is qualify the client that they are intending to move to Canada and be active in that business, meaning work at least a year in that business, hopefully for a lot longer, but work at least a year in that business to prove to Canada that they're intending to move here, they're intending to succeed in business in Canada, and our team is there to oversee it, to help it, to support, to provide reports to government, to course correct the clients to make sure that they are adhering to the business plan.
That's great, Slava, and it is great to know that Canada is open and ready. But is there anything else you want to share today for all these immigration professionals? Anything else you want to, as a final thought, share with any of us?
For the immigration industry, start interviewing your clients. Start presenting your clients to us for two main reasons. Starter visa may reopen. Ontario's provincial program may be opening soon as well. There are other pilot programs that are coming in. So if we are already in a conversation with that clients don't decide right away. It may take them half a year, it may take them 3 months, but at least we already have all of their documents. We may have already started working on the business plan. We may have collected already all of the necessary documentation. So when the new program opens up, they're going to be first in line. or for the current programs, we can at least already support them in their journey here to Canada. So biggest takeaway, Canada is open, and send your clients in so this way we can start working with them in order to qualify them for one or another Canadian program.
Well, thanks, Slava, and thank you all for joining us today. As Slava mentioned, don't hesitate to watch our other videos. Click a link to subscribe with us. Look for more videos. And again, Canada is open. We're looking forward to working with you as immigration professionals. Contact one of the expert people in our offices to help you and guide you, bringing your actual clients here to Canada.
Thank you, everyone, and we look forward to supporting you and your businesses in bringing clients to Canada.